Well, hello everybody, and welcome back. We're going to finish up our 7-part series here on financial independence and freedom. And one of the things I'm going to cover today, something that's been on a lot of people's minds lately, is your credit, especially with the housing boom over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and now the housing bust as the bubble starts to burst. People's credit becomes very, very important at this stage of the game, especially now with looks like things are going to be really tightening up as far as being able to get credit extended to you for certain things. So what are the things that I might be talking about? Well, buying a house, applying for a job, taking out an auto loan, credit cards, utilities, insurance, cell phones. A lot of these things or entities are going to check your credit, and it could affect whether or not you even are approved for credit or whatever it is that you're applying for. Plus, it'll definitely affect your rates, payments, and whatnot. So it's a very important thing to keep track of. First and foremost, let's take a look at what makes up your credit. First is the FICO Score. This is the score that's generated through a company called Fair Isaac Corporation. The range is anywhere from 300 to 850, and 850 being the best. 620 is a great starting point to shoot for. Anywhere in that low to mid 600 range, you're doing okay. But you want to try to shoot to get at 700 or more. 720 is the sort of the golden benchmark to shoot at, because that's going to give you in that A plus credit range, and you can actually get your credit score for a small nominal fee from a website called myfico.com. The other part that we'll talk about is your credit report. This is something that a lot of people don't really understand how to work around this, but your credit report is actually something that you get for free. By law, you are entitled to one free copy per year from each of the 3 major reporting bureaus. So Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, you're entitled to one free copy per year. So theoretically, every 4 months you could download your credit report from each one of these different entities, which incidentally is what I do to check and make sure there isn't anything funny going on my credit report. Stay away from websites like freecreditreport.com and Get My Credit Report and the like. They ask you to sign up for a credit monitoring service and things of that nature. Something you can easily do yourself. Don't pay fees for that sort of thing. Plus, most people don't know that your credit report is free by law, so there's no reason to pay a fee to get a copy of your credit report. The only website that is endorsed by all 3 of the major credit reporting bureaus is annualcreditreport.com. So that's the only website you should go to pull up your copy of your credit report. So what are you looking for? Well, looking for accounts on there that you don't recognize, especially if they've just shown up or just popped up on there. Misspelled names or incorrect addresses. You want to make sure that everything matches and is correct. And of course, negative items. You're going to make sure that you haven't that there aren't negative items on your report that are past their statute of limitations. Generally 7 years. I'm going to go over those with you real quickly, and these are the negative item statute of limitations that will stay on your credit report. Delinquent information such as late payments, collections, those stay on for 7 years from the date of delinquency. Charge-offs are 7 years plus 180 days from the date it was reported to the credit bureau. Student loan defaults are 7 years, foreclosures 7 years, lawsuits or judgments 7 years from the date of filing. And bankruptcy is the big one, 10 years from the date that you file. You want to try to stay out of bankruptcy if you can. Tax liens, 7 years from the date that they're paid. Unpaid tax liens, 15 years. So that's another big one to stay away from. Just be real careful on that. Pay your debts is the easiest way to do that. Now, a lot of people have made some mistakes, and they've got negative items on their credit report. I actually went through this. I made some pretty stupid mistakes as a young man, and it took me 7, 8, 9 years to clear everything up. But one of the things that I researched was, do I still have to pay for some of these delinquent items that have been on my credit report? I was getting calls from creditors some 5, 6, 7, even 8 years after these bills had gone into collections. And what I found out is in the state of California, there actually is a statute of limitations on debt. It's 4 years from the date of last activity. Last activity basically equals the date of the last payment that you made, or if you promised to set up some sort of payment plan. Anything that is actually constituted as activity on that account. If it's been more than 4 years since any activity was made on that account, well then, according to the state of California, they can no longer try to collect on that account. So if you're 6.5 years into something and it's going to drop off in the 7th year, just let it be, let it drop off, and there you go. You don't want to restart that clock back to zero by promising to make payments or setting up some sort of a payment plan to take care of that. So that's pretty much how to take a look at your credit. Of course, you probably have some more questions. If you do, send them to me at www.pfscreationteam.com. Click on Contact Us, and you can email me directly. More than happy to answer any questions that you have that pertain to your specific situation regarding credit, FICO scores, statutes of limitations, repayments of debts, and anything of that nature. So this is Dave signing off, wishing you a profitable and successful journey towards your financial independence. And we'll talk with you real soon. Thanks a lot.